back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavan.
And I'm Adam.
And today we're watching Demon Slayer Season 2, Episode 12, or Entertainment District Arc, Episode 5, called Things Are Gonna Get Real Flashy. I think that means that Uzui is gonna get involved.
Because we haven't really seen a ton of them. It's been a lot of setup. The boys have been in the houses. The demon's been killing people.
I'm never again gonna make the mistake of saying that the Hashira wasn't pulling his weight. So I know that Uzui has been up to something. We just don't know what. Doing some recon, getting some information, some details. So I will never say that again. He's been busy.
Way to learn from your mistakes.
Yes. Yes. We left last episode. Tanjiro decided to just fight Daki.
And get slammed into a wall by a bunch of threads.
He got punched right in the chest with those strings.
To the point where his body went numb.
I thought that he should just call it quits and get the heck out of there. Or get back up somehow. But no, he's gonna see it through to the end, it seems. So I really hope that somebody shows up sometime soon.
I think Nezuko to the rescue.
Well, that was my thing. It's like, you've got Nezuko in that box. Like, let her out.
And she can't die, as far as I'm aware.
The fact that that is not, like, your first instinct in a nighttime battle is beyond me.
Yeah. I mean, if the demon's in play, Nezuko's in play. It should be a no-brainer.
And her and Tanjiro are the ultimate duo.
Yeah.
So, hello.
And she's immortal. The demon doesn't have a sword. I don't know if demons can kill each other.
I mean, Kabutoji Muzan kills all the demons.
But he doesn't count.
Anyways, we're really critiquing Tanjiro's choices right now, so hopefully he smartens up.
Or he's gonna be dead.
Or he's gonna be dead.
He's gonna be on the list of Daki. Well, I guess he's not a Hashira, but Daki dead. Daki dead.
The Daki dead list. And not to mention, Nezuko's blood demon art is extra powerful when Tanjiro's in need.
He's getting there.
So let the girl out, okay? All right, well, let's see what happens. Let's get flashy. Let's get in that mood, that spirit. So here we go. Demon Slayer Season 2, Episode 12 is coming right now.
Where's the battle? No need to be stealthy, your boy's in battle.
That was the shortest intro I've ever seen in my life. How do those ropes stay attached to her when Daki's not there?
Demon art.
天元様いいからもうしゃべるなわらび姫花魁が鬼だと気づいたのですが向こうからも怪しまれ毒を飲み店から抜け出そうとしたのですがわらび姫花魁に渡されたこの帯が監視および殺害を目的にしたものだったようで
Well, that explains it.
連絡ができなくなりました私には構わずもう言ってくださいませ先ほどの音が聞こえましたでしょう鬼が暴れています本当に大丈夫だなはいお役に立てず申し訳ありませんお前はもう何もしなくていい解毒薬が効いたら吉原を出ろ分かったなはい
Oh dear. Wait, but where's Tanjiro?
I don't believe that.
さっきほんの少し切り合っただけであんたの刀もう刃こぼれしてる。それを撃ったのはろくな刀鍛冶じゃないでしょ。違う、この刀を撃った人はすごい人だ。腕のいい刀鍛冶なんだ。じゃあなんで刃こぼれすんだよ、間抜け。
Let's stop this battle because I'm just gonna criticize you.
尺に触るから次でお前を殺す。使い手が悪いと刃こぼれするんだ。
True story.
俺のせいだ。俺はやっぱり俺は水の呼吸を使い
There's
こ
no
なせない。
time for self-doubt here, Tanjiro.
No.
俺は水の呼吸に適した体じゃ
Time
ない
to
ん
bring
だ。
out that sun breathing.
水の呼吸では鱗滝さんや富岡さんのようにはなれない。
This is maybe not the best time to have that revelation.
日の神神楽の方が強い。体に合っているんだ。でも少しは加減しろバカ。それじゃ修行になんねえだろうが。日の神神楽。おえんだケキラの炭治郎、炭治郎大丈夫か。腹減ったのかバカ。その強力さゆえに連発ができなかった。今は違う。
Bring on
俺
Nezuko.
はやれるはずだ。いや、やる。そのために修行してきた。負けるな。
Set your heart ablaze, baby.
Yeah, boy.
Do it for Rengoku. Oh! Oh, dang.
That doesn't look defensive.
She doesn't even have to move. The ribbons do all the work. You know you're in trouble when your eyeballs are quivering.
疲労の蓄積で筋肉がこわばれ。まだ生きてるんだ。落ち着け。呼吸を整える。
Oh, dang.
回復するんだ。早く回復の呼吸。
Whoa.
帯が強靭な刃物のようだ。月の糸が見えてもすぐに切れてしまう。俺の攻撃が遅いんだ。体温を上げろ。もっと体温を上げろ。私、忍様に言いますから。炭治郎さんの熱が下がらないこと。キヨちゃん頼む。この通りだ。
秘密にしてくれ。俺は大丈夫だから。でも俺は元気だ。大丈夫。平気なんだ。この体温計を見てください。38度です。昨日も一昨日もそうだったでしょ。もうずっと。熱が続くということはどこかに異常があるんですよ。
Or it means you're a flame Hashira. And you just want a little hot.
どうしたらいいのかわかりません。忍様じゃなきゃ。実は熱が出ている状態だと本当に調子がいいんだよ。日の神神楽を連続して使えるんだ。もっと強くなれるかもしれない。
What is that
忍
from?
さんに報告するのはもう少し待ってくれないか。もう少しだけ、ちょっとだけ。わかりました。でも少しだけですよ。
They're so flippin' cute.
Definitely. What I always know your song references.
That wasn't a song.
Oh, that's why. What was it?
Come on. I've got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell. Seriously?
Okay, now I know it's Saturday
Oh
Night
my
Live skit.
gosh, that's so disappointing.
Sorry. You know it's got to be music.
Anyway.
It's really interesting that he trained as a water, but it's not compatible. You would think that your body would adapt after that much training, but he just notices a difference when he finds the style that fits with him. I think that's really fascinating.
Let's roll it back. Let's roll it back to the movie. Or maybe not. Around there. I think that he's a combination of every one of the 5 main elements.
Interesting.
That is just, I'm gonna stick by that theory.
Well, he's got the original breathing technique, so if all of them came after that, like that alone gives him access to each of them. I know that's what you're saying, I'm just elaborating so that we're on the same page. But fire seems to really suit him. So, that's interesting.
She's gonna be tough to beat because she just has to wave her belt around and she doesn't even have to move.
True. But this is probably the best I've seen Tanjiro fight. I don't want to say he's holding his own against an upper, but he's doing things she's not expecting. He's just still slow.
He's learned a lot of stuff. He learned a lot watching Rengoku fight Akaza, and then his little training stint back at the Butterfly Mansion.
Fuzui needs to show up though, because he's about to be out his depth.
Well, with all those little things flying around, like, you definitely need more than one person because she just has so many different angles of attack.
Yeah.
So they need to, like, create a distraction somehow.
She reminded me of a snake charmer when she was floating there and the belts were like kind of going back
That
and
was
forth.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And I was thinking of Medusa.
Fair
That's
enough.
what it looked like
Yeah.
to me. Yeah.
I never picture Medusa being elegant. This was like that, but elegant. That's really
Mesmerizing.
cool. Yeah.
That means he's on his game.
Body heat rising.
Body
上限の鬼と。
しぶといわね。思ったより
That's a compliment.
も面白いわ。
やれる。
You're not doing your job if the upper demons aren't having fun.
いや、通用するだけじゃダメだ。勝つんだ。自分の持てる力すべてを使っ
That
て
is to death.
必ず勝つ。守るために。命を守るために。
Yeah, it's like the belt just like
二度と
dissolved her.
理不尽に奪わせない。もう二度と誰も俺たちと同じ悲しい思いをさせない。
ブサイクは頑張ってもブサイクなのよ。
Bang. She's just gonna knock him like
Just,
flat in the
yeah,
ground.
body slam him through the ground.
Oh.
何どうしたの？化け物が
仕事の支度しなさいよ。イノシシの化け物が天井とか床とか壊しまくってんのよ。はあ？そんなことあるわけないでしょ。じゃあ来て。
Oh, dang.
That was a bit of a misjudge.
甘いんだよ。この伊之助様には通用しねえ。俺は体中の関節を外せる。
Oh.
Oh no, that's gross. He's like an earthworm.
Earthworm Jim. Oh boy.
All the people that are trapped. Oh dang, that's one of the wives. Both of them.
That's a lot of dead people.
Oh. Did you hear that crack?
Yeah.
なんだこりゃ。いや、この感触。生きてる人間だ。女の腹巻きの中に捕まえた人間を閉じ込めとくのか。
He's pretty quick to figure that out.
I actually love his voice. Like when he
それで
just
好きな
talks.
時に出して食うんだ。えげつねえやつだな。
Oh
何してんだこいつ。
dear. What do you...
お前が何をしてるんだよ。よそ様の食料庫に入りやがって。汚い。汚いね。汚い。臭
Oh,
い。
that's where the mouth is!
なんだこのミミズ。キモ。
この草虫だ。
It's pretty amazing that she can technically be in more than one place at a time with that.
ミミズオビ。動きが鈍いぜ。欲張って人間を取り込みすぎてんだ。てっぷりこいたミミズの攻撃なんぞ。伊之助様に当たりゃしねえ。ケツまくって出直してきな。
ち、うまいこと人間を避けて切りやがる。
Some
せっ
skill.
かく鮮度の高い食料を保存していたのに。こいつの勘の鋭さ、特に先を感じる力は尋常じゃない。前後左右
He's coming into his own, baby. The last few
敏感に
episodes.
察知してかわす。食料貯蔵庫にまで鬼狩りが入ってくるのは想定外だった。ど
That
う
was
す
a
る？
mistake.
I'm really proud of him.
そいつは薪を捕らえた時に邪魔をしたやつだ。美しかった。保存していた人間も極めて美しい10人以外は殺しても構わない。
This was
ただ殺すより生け捕りが難しいかもしれないが、そこにいる何人か食ってお前の体を強化しろ。
切れねえ。くねるせか。
Oh, good move.
nice.
けだものの呼吸6の牙。ラングイガメ。
私を切ったって意味ないわよ。本体じゃないし。
Oh, it's like endless.
Yeah.
それよりせっかく救えた奴らがおろそかだけどいいのかい？
Stay the course. Don't get
あんた
distracted.
にやられた分はすぐに取り戻せるんだよ。
やべえ。人間を守りながらの戦いをしなきゃならねえのに。くそ。間に合わねえ。ミミズオビが。
ミミズオビとはうまいこと言うもんだ。
本当気持ち悪いです。その通りです。天元様に言いつけてやります。
Let's go. He had no idea who he was saving.
Oh no, he had no idea.
Now they can pin them down and help him. I wonder if they're better fighters than he is.
It's very interesting that she was able to separate from her main body.
Yeah.
Well, I was so grossed out by that massive mouth a few episodes ago, so this explains what it is. Because I was so convinced that there were two demons, because I'm like, that one is way prettier than the thing that I saw.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. It seems like it almost has its own ability to think, but it will still take direction. Like it operates on its own semi-consciousness anyway.
Yeah, it's interesting. I want to know the inner workings of that. Because Enmu was different.
Yeah, he just became the train. There wasn't two parts that worked independently, I don't think.
That's my understanding too.
Yeah.
So that is really interesting.
I'm curious to see the ninja wives. What they're capable of, how this works, what they're gonna do, what's their fighting style.
Well, they just threw something to slice, so they got that precision. Okay, so this is definitely making more sense of how we thought there was more than one.
And why there were holes, like the tunnels. With the, I never expected a food locker. This is actually kind of interesting. Oh, okay. So the one question I do have is, can you kill this separate part of her body? It won't kill her, but can it be completely disabled? Or does it have the same sort of regenerative powers? And how is everybody going to get out of the food lockers? Those paths are so small. They're stuck on the ground.
Also a great question.
Oh dear.
私たちも加勢するから頑張りなイノシシ頭
誰だてめえら。
ムスイの妻です私あまり戦えないですから敵対しないでくださいねスバ弱気なこと言うんじゃない
He's gonna be in love.
マキオさん私がミソカスなの知ってますよねすぐ捕まったしムチャですよ捕まってる人みんな守りきるのは私一番に死にそうですもんそうさよくわかってるねさあどれから食おうか
あの野郎本体じゃねえだと。本当だったらやべえぞ。戦いに終わりがねえ。雷の呼吸。
Yeah, baby.
一の型。
Welcome back.
敵歴一戦。6連。
Zenitsu coming through, boy.
He's gonna be
お
shocked.
前ずっと寝てた方がいいんじゃねえか。
Right?
あの子も鬼殺隊なんであんなトンチンカンな雑音してんのわかんないですなんなのあいつはなんて速さいやそれよりも今音が2つ鳴らなかったか落雷のような音が重なって2つ鳴った
Uzui, come on.
一つはあいつもう一つは
Here I was thinking that she just devoured all of her like clients.
Yeah.
Wrong.
But he's not coming to save Tanjiro.
風穴が開いたの地上から何をしたらここまで穴を開けられるのよ
なんだ。
That's a flashy entrance.
誰か入ってみ
He's about to get flash. Oh, baby.
この気配走ら
I mean, that was legit.
That's what he just did.
天元様
How does he get the title of Lord?
マキオ、すまん。
Hey,
遅れ
babes.
て悪かったな。 元気そうで一安心だ。
昔はこんなんじゃなかったんだけどな。死ぬのは嫌じゃなかった。そういう教育を受けてきたから。忍びだから。特にくのいちなんてのはどうしたって男の忍びに力が劣るんだし、命を懸けるなんて最低限の努力だった。
お前たちは自分の命のことだけ考えろ。他の何を置いてもまず俺のところへ戻れ。任務遂行より命。こんななりわいで言ってることがちぐはぐになるが問題ない。俺が許す。俺は派手にはっきりと命の順序を決めている。まずはお前ら3人、次に仇の人間たち、そして俺だ。鬼殺隊である以上、当然のほほんと地味に生きている一般人も守るが、派手にぶっちゃけると俺、お前らのが大事だから死ぬなよと。
そんなこと言っていいの
He's a big dude.
I was told he's 6'6". Perfect size for me.
派手にやってたようだな。さすが俺の女房だ。
His eyes. I would chop my own head off, 100%. Okay, we got a little taster backstory. What?
I'm not gonna admit it.
You like him now? Okay, what made you like him?
No, he hasn't fully switched over, but I can appreciate a few of the sentiments he's living his life by.
Protect his loved ones first.
Well, it's just, I think that there's something precious, I guess I want to say, about wanting to come back to something that means something to you. Because, you know, watching at least a couple of other anime now, it's always the way of the ninja is you don't matter. But I think it's important to stand for something and to do that, and I don't know, they're a family, and I don't know. I kind of like, you see a different side of him there. And I will admit that,
He went all chop, chop, chop on that belt. That thing was in shatters. In shatters, I mean tatters. After he was done with that move.
I mean, he's quick. Now I'm really curious which of the Hashira would win. Like, what's the showdown? I want to see some Hashira training. See who's the best of the best.
I mean, I think I'm not sure it's like specific training. I think they just honed their skills over time. They're like the professional athletes.
I know, but you look at like Akaza was sparring with Rengoku. Like, there's gotta be, when you were that good and that tough, and your job is to kill demons, like, they must have been competitive with each other. I'm curious to see if that ever happened. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent here, as I do sometimes. What did you think of the episode?
Things about to get real flashy. I liked this episode. It answered a bunch of questions that we had built up in this arc so far. Logistics, details. So I'm glad that some of those things got answered. Of course, every single thing that I predicted was wrong, but we all knew that was about to happen, bound to happen. Very interesting.
There's always some aspect of the demon that I don't see coming. Like we kind of talked about the tunnels, but I didn't think about a food store like that. But that makes sense given the snake qualities you kind of see from her. But I thought that was a really, that was a really cool aspect of having a little lair and saving food for later. And I don't know, it's just really creative.
But then she told the belt that the belt could eat them. So does she not physically have to be there to eat them?
But this is kind of the question about how much independence does that belt have?
Yeah. Because they kind of seem autonomous but connected.
Do you think the belt was its demon in and of itself and they became partners or merged, or she created that on her own with kind of like Rui did with a family?
I'm sure we're gonna get the answer. I'm sure we're gonna see some Daki backstory in some capacity.
Fair enough. She seems like a character that would have a backstory.
Oh, I sure hope so. I want to see it. Also, give me more Uzui backstory, because that was brief, but I liked it.
Yeah.
And was this the first time that Inosuke and or Tanjiro saw Zenitsu in his mode?
Well, that's a good question. He seemed to have caught Inosuke off guard.
He was kind of like, whoa, should sleep more often.
You're way better when you're asleep. You don't complain as much and you're much more useful.
They're like, you know what? Tanjiro, just hold down the fort up there. We're trying to save the most people, so if you die, you're just one person. So, too bad.
If you die, I told you not to fight her.
They're going for the numbers here. But now they at least have a way to escape.
Yeah.
And he blew up the whole block. Still no Nezuko. We're gonna see her though. Okay, baby.
I'm in.
Let us know what you are thinking and make sure to type those things in the comments below. As always, we'd be so excited if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more Demon Slayer next week. Thanks, guys.